How frustrating is it to have holes in your schedule? This is Paul, Dr. Nacho, and this is Talking Nachos, where we feature our amazing sponsors to support our community and help you do three things: increase success, decrease stress, and most of all, reduce the number of times you feel like crying inside. And when my schedule is full of holes and cancellations, I inside. So I'd like to welcome my guests. Would you share with us who you are and what your company does to help dentists?
Thanks, Paul. I'm Rohit, CEO, founder at Newton AI. And what we do is we are a new kind of patient communication platform. What we do is we handle phones, text messages, all that good stuff. But what's really unique about it is we give practices AI assistant. Her name is Sophia.
Awesome.
She integrates with the practice management software. And like you said, her job, Paul, is to book appointments, reach out to patients, keep the calendar full. If there are openings, find ways to fill those openings. She works around the clock in order to do that and keep bookings keep coming.
I think that's awesome. I want to dig into this in a few different ways. But I want to share with our community that if they want to get the best deal possible. My grandmother is right, Rohit. I am special. So you get a special deal just for knowing me. Text Newton to 215-543-6454. So I want to take you through my history in dentistry. My amazing dad was a dentist, Rohit. We worked together till he sadly passed away. But I was a kid in a dental office where we had a paper book. And we had to go in and look at the paper book and erase people if they canceled. Then I joined the practice and we had my first website and we would have a few different platforms, but nothing like what exists today. But I wanted to learn more about Sophia because there's online scheduling and there's phone scheduling, right? You can call up and talk to someone for 15 minutes about an appointment, which isn't a good use of time. There's online scheduling, which is anytime. But how does Sophia help relieve stress for your front desk? Because the front desk is under phone call attack, patient attack. So I know they must love that. Tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is one of the nice things about Sophia is that she works every day. And like I said, her job is to keep more appointments coming in every single week. And how does she do that? Well, Paul, as you know, folks have a lot of recall or inactive patients,
Yeah,
and the front desk is so busy that they don't have time sometimes to be able to, print out a list and call those patients and bring them back in. And the nice thing is, with Sophia, she's calling every single day, working with patients, finding times that work for them and bringing them back into the office. So she's filling openings that are popping up in real time by reaching out to patients.
that's great.
And she's working an ASAP list too, right? So she knows
Yeah,
patients can come in. And as soon as a cancellation happens, right, she's reaching out to maybe 5, 10 people who fit that preference and saying, hey, we have an opening for you. I know you like Tuesdays at 2. You want to grab it. And then she's automatically scheduling them in. To your point, the goal is, can we keep that calendar full every single day? And that's our only goal and our vision. And this we strive towards with the product.
I love that. I can give you a tip from, we're recording this the Wednesday after Memorial Day. And as a dentist of over 20 years, there are two terrible Tuesdays, the day after Memorial Day and the day after Labor Day, because I think those are the day. And actually, I understand patients where they say, I'm going to make this appointment. And then they have a 3-day weekend and they got to get their kids to school and they cancel. So yesterday, when I went on the group, Rohit, it's like people are saying so many cancellations. So get Sophia ready for Labor Day because you can use position as like, you don't want to have a terrible Tuesday after Labor Day because that to us as practice owners, I don't know if people understand this if they don't know the dental practice. Your hygienist is being paid, you have an entire team there, and when a 20 visit hygiene day turns into a 14 visit hygiene day, not only do people have nothing to do, but it really kills your practice profitability. So, for some of your clients using this, or if you're talking to a dentist who acquired a practice and they don't have any of this technology, tell us how they would get started with Newton.
Yeah, so look, it's new stuff, and it's a different way of going about how you run your practice. So we work really closely with our customers initially during our implementation to train Sophia on, how they think about their scheduling logic, make sure it has information about their practice in terms of their insurance, their billings, their payment policies, how they want her to respond to certain questions. And then we get the phones going. We train them on our platform with a dedicated rep, and then she's there to make those calls, to book appointments, reschedule patients who are trying to cancel, fill those openings, and then handle calls that are getting dropped otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's an awesome time to run a dental practice for many reasons. It's also can be an aggravating time, but like I said, I'm old enough to know that these things did not exist and they cause us so many frustrations. And now you can use the power of technology and AI. I do want to share. I know you're in San Francisco and I'm here in Philadelphia, so AI may mean something to you, but we think of Allen Iverson first, star basketball player, if you know him. But that's the AI has become such a hot topic. Before we wrap up, you're somebody who has created this technology to help dentists do these three things: more successful, less stress, cry less inside. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our audience about the platform?
Um, I think like it is we try to use AI to really solve problems. There's, AI is kind of a noisy space right now. It's tough to know who's doing what. One thing that is gonna, you'll see about our team is that, it's always gonna go back to those three things, Paul, that you mentioned. Can we solve those painful
Crying
things?
less inside. I'm just not joking. Tell people we help you cry less inside because, you know, what I think is interesting, and even for my team listen, is your experience as a patient in the dental office is where they make everything look great, right? Oh, Rohit, welcome to your appointment. We're here to help you. Clean appointment. Dentists and your teams, they were phenomenal actors. And you have no idea all the chaos that's happening behind the scenes. And that when the front desk team comes in and there's cancellations or problems, and when you can use these automations to decrease aggravation, and they're at a cost that is what I will call nacho nuts compared to some of the forerunners of technology, that it's available to any practice owner. So if someone reaches out to your team, they can text Newton to 215-543-6454, get an amazing nacho deal. Do you guys do like a Zoom call with them, a phone call? How's that first visit work?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll walk you through the product, show you a demo of the product, tell you how it works, kind of teach you how it integrates with your current systems, and then we'll walk through that nacho special that we discussed, and then kind of go from there.
Awesome. Well, the other S is sanity. So keep your team sane, keep yourself sane. Thank you so much for supporting this community, Rohit. We truly appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you having me on.